What if I told you that the way you feel every day may be connected to something happening inside your gut? Your energy, your mood, your focus, and even your response to stress may all be influenced, at least partly, by the health of your digestive system. Inside your gut live trillions of microorganisms, known collectively as the gut microbiome. These tiny organisms help digest food, interact with your immune system, and communicate with your brain. Scientists call this communication the gut-brain axis. And today, we're going to discover how your gut may influence your mood and energy, which foods can support a healthier gut, and which everyday habits may be working against you. Let's begin. When most people think about the gut, they think about digestion. But your digestive system does much more than break down food. Your gut contains a huge community of bacteria and other microorganisms. Some are helpful, some can be harmful, and many live in a delicate ecosystem where balance matters. These microorganisms help break down certain types of food that your body cannot fully digest on its own. They also produce substances that interact with your intestinal cells, immune system, and nervous system. That's why researchers are increasingly interested in the connection between gut health and overall well-being. A diverse and balanced gut microbiome is generally considered a positive sign of gut health.
Here's where things get really interesting. Your gut and brain are constantly communicating. This connection is known as the gut-brain axis. Signals can travel between your digestive system and brain through nerves, hormones, immune signals, and chemical messengers. One important pathway involves the vagus nerve, a major communication route between the gut and brain. This may help explain something you've probably experienced yourself. Have you ever felt nervous and suddenly noticed butterflies in your stomach? Or experienced stress and then developed digestive discomfort? That's not just imagination. Your brain can affect your gut, and signals from your gut can influence the brain. Your gut microbiome may also influence chemical pathways involved in mood. For example, gut microorganisms can produce or influence compounds involved in communication between cells. One well-known chemical messenger is serotonin. Serotonin is involved in mood, sleep, appetite, and many other functions. It's important to understand that serotonin produced in the gut doesn't simply travel into your brain and directly control your mood. The relationship is much more complicated. Researchers are still investigating exactly how gut microorganisms influence brain function and emotional health. But the growing evidence suggests that your digestive system and nervous system are much more connected than we once believed.
Now let's talk about energy. Your body gets energy from the food you eat. But your digestive system has to break that food down and make its nutrients available. A healthy gut helps support normal digestion and nutrient absorption. Your gut bacteria also ferment certain types of dietary fiber and produce compounds called short-chain fatty acids. These compounds are involved in several important processes inside the body. But remember, feeling tired isn't automatically a sign of poor gut health. Fatigue can come from lack of sleep, stress, poor nutrition, dehydration, anemia, medical conditions, or many other causes. So if you're constantly exhausted, don't simply blame your gut. It's important to consider the bigger picture. So what can you actually do to support your gut? One of the best places to start is with fiber-rich plant foods. Think about vegetables, fruits, beans, lentils, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. These foods provide different types of fiber and plant compounds that can support a diverse gut microbiome. For example, oats contain soluble fiber. Beans and lentils are rich in fermentable fibers. Berries provide fiber and beneficial plant compounds. And leafy green vegetables provide a wide variety of nutrients. Instead of focusing on one superfood, try eating a variety of plant foods throughout the week.
Your gut bacteria benefit from diversity too.
Another category worth knowing about is fermented foods. Examples include plain yogurt with live cultures, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, miso, and tempeh. Some fermented foods contain live microorganisms. However, not every fermented product contains live cultures by the time you eat it. And fermented foods aren't magic either. Think of them as one possible part of an overall healthy diet. If you tolerate them well, adding a variety of fermented foods to your meals can be a simple way to expand your diet. Now, let's talk about the habits that may work against gut health. A diet dominated by ultra-processed foods, very little fiber, chronic stress, poor sleep, smoking, excessive alcohol, and unnecessary antibiotic use can all affect your overall health and may influence the gut microbiome. Antibiotics are extremely important when they're medically necessary, but they can also reduce beneficial bacteria. That's why antibiotics should only be taken when prescribed or recommended by a qualified healthcare professional. Your gut also responds to your lifestyle. It's not just about what you eat.
You don't need an expensive detox. You don't need a miracle supplement. And you don't need to completely change your life overnight. Start with simple habits. Eat a variety of fruits and vegetables. Choose whole grains more often. Include beans, lentils, nuts, and seeds. Drink enough water. Stay physically active. Get consistent sleep. And find healthy ways to manage stress. Small habits, repeated every day, can have a much bigger impact than short-term health trends. So, how does your gut health affect your mood and energy? Your gut and brain are constantly communicating. Your gut helps digest food, supports nutrient absorption, interacts with your immune system, and produces compounds that may influence many processes throughout the body. The key isn't finding one magical food. It's building a lifestyle that supports your entire body, from the inside out. Because a healthier gut isn't just about better digestion. It's about giving your body the support it needs to function at its best. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more evidence-based health facts and wellness tips. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.